Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for What If Season 1, Episode 9, the season finale of What If? What if the Watcher broke his oath? Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about, subscribing there, take a look at the video at the very end here. Basically, YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, hit that bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I put up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages. So this YouTube channel page, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. So like I said, I usually do like a little bit of a spoiler-free version of this, of what's going on here. So this is a part 2, of course, continuing on from episode 8 for the season finale, and it's really damn good. So if you haven't been watching this, if you're just waiting to catch up on the movies and stuff like that, I would say hurry up because it's actually really good. There's going to be a lot of naysayers, of course, too, because it takes different heroes in different lights, is what it does, and that's what if is all about. Again, I can't reiterate this more than I already have. It's just different realities where, something small had changed and you get different heroes, or you get different types of the heroes or whatnot. And that's kind of what you want. You don't want your heroes to be stagnant all the time. Um, yeah. So anyway, um, so more on spoiler free. I'm trying to think of spoiler free on this. I can't really say much more than that. I mean, it's got Ultron in it, Ultron, and then it's got various versions of, Captain America, Doctor Strange, the Watcher, things of that nature. So unfortunately, if I do say anything, it's just gonna spoil it. So you know what? It's just really good, so go and watch it. That's all I can say at that point. Spoiler alert, I am gonna spoil the episode from here on out. If you haven't seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. Giving you enough time to go away if you haven't seen it. All right. All righty. Sorry, I'm laughing because Pepper's doing some weird crap in the background there. So that's what she's doing. So good episode. You have Uatu actually finally realizes that there's no way in hell he's beating Infinite Ultron or Infinity Ultron, and he enlists other heroes from all the different multiverses. So he enlists, Captain Carter, a version of Gamora, um, Killmonger, the Killmonger that we saw from that episode, even the Doctor Strange Supreme, which is not a burrito, by the way. It is actually a evil version of Doctor Strange. Well, not really evil either, just, took things to a different extreme on that. Also, T'Challa Star-Lord, we get him coming in. Party Thor as well. Party Thor comes in as well. And post-apocalyptic Natasha, who is where Infinity Ultron actually comes from, or Infinite Ultron. The name on that one is it's either Infinite Ultron or Infinity Ultron. I don't think they've actually settled on the name as of yet. So there you go. Philip says it reminds me of how a lot of shows today have finales tie up things from throughout the season. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what this did. It basically took all these different dangling threads that they had left there and, pulled on them is what it did. And you have Killmonger, of course, being Killmonger and uh trying to get the stones for himself, of course. Armin Zola actually plays into this as well, the Armin Zola virus that Nat had, and she's actually able to infect Ultron, and that's how they're able to kind of, battle him quite a bit. But I did like this. This was actually really good to see all these characters coming together and working together, even though they were kind of just thrown together at the last minute. And then at the very end, when they do finally come to, I don't know, a stalemate, if you will. Hey, Cheryl Era. They it really is kind of left at a stalemate because I mean you have Killmonger and Infinite Ultron basically battling it out inside a crystal that Doctor Strange Supreme has actually made. And Doctor Strange Supreme is now a watcher, essentially. He is watching just those two characters. That's all he's doing now for all eternity, so that they don't break out. And yeah, not enough Loki. I know, Penn. It didn't have enough Loki for you. And I found that interesting. And then also, Owatu's just kind of like, yep, you're gonna go back to your universes, leaving the exact same point of where I took you from. And they're like, well, that kind of sucks. We never even got like a reward or anything like that. And except for Nat, because Nat, her universe is dead. There's no life in her universe. So I liked what Uatu did, and he actually took her back to the Ant-Man universe, the one where Ant-Man killed the Avengers, including the version of herself. And they're fighting, it looks like Ultrons as well, when she comes in, and Nick Fury's like, "You're not my Natasha, but come on board." And yes, there's also a little mid-credit scene as well that we see what was on board the boat. So originally, the boat that Captain Carter infiltrated with Black Widow was a whole Hydra plot, in order to get files from Shield files, and they weren't Shield files this time that were on board the ship. It was actually and I don't know if Shield had this, scrolled away, or if Hydra did, but inside the hold of the ship was the Hydra Stomper, and of course there's somebody inside, and that's where we kind of leave off on that. So Steve Rogers in that universe actually meets the same fate where he freezes or gets frozen in time, but he's inside the Hydra Stomper when it happens. So we'll see what happens. If he survives or not, or if he's just a mummified corpse inside there because he had no super serum in him, which is how he survived the freezing process in the first place. Although, no, Bucky actually ended up being modified, if you will, by the Russians when they found him. So that was a different story altogether, and modified by Hydra. It was Hydra and the Russians. Is really what it was. So maybe he met the same fate as Bucky did at that point, where he got brainwashed, and maybe that we'll find that out in season 2, because there's another 9 episodes that are going to be coming season 2. We don't know when, most likely the end of next year or the middle of next year, somewhere around there. Because yeah, when did this debut? Well, 9 weeks ago. So back in August. Yeah, so maybe the end of August of next year, we'll get to see season 2 of all of this. I enjoyed this a lot. This was a lot of fun, and it left enough on the table that we don't know if it's over with or not, or if it's going to spill over into the Marvel movies, because most likely it will spill over into the Marvel movies. At this point, it's got to. I do know. I have heard, I should say, of one character from this series that is going to definitely be in one of the Marvel movies. So, and they will be in supposedly the Spider-Man movie or the Doctor Strange movie. If I think that, no, the Doctor Strange movie. That's right, the Doctor Strange movie. And I'm actually going to enjoy that one. That's going to be kind of cool when they appear, and it might just be a brief, like, hello kind of thing, but cheerio. But yeah, good stuff. Lots of fun. And yeah, just good animation. The fight scenes were amazing. They did a great job of choreographing the fight scenes, not making them messy. It could have been a real mess with the animation, especially with how much they were doing. I did love the zombie dump where they just dumped a whole bunch of zombies on them, and then one of them being Wanda, and Wanda is just like, full on blasting them, and then nothing happens, and then he just blasts, basically obliterates the entire planet that they're on. Philip says the Ultron's voice actor didn't capture his personality. Should have used Spader or Bellamy. I just hated Thor as a frat boy. I liked Party Thor. I did like I wouldn't have liked him, in a full length movie or anything like that. But in these shorts, that was actually fine. Actually, the person who voiced Ultron was the guy who took over the Red Skull's job in the movies. He's the guy who's on The Walking Dead, by the way, too. Ross Marquand is his name, and he's Aaron on The Walking Dead. For those of you following at home, the one who lost his hand, I think, is what it is. Uh, so he's the one who's actually voicing Ultron in this, and I agree with you. There's something that Spader does with the voice of Ultron that it's condescending yet smartass at the same time. It's just this weird lilt that he does to the voice, and it's the cadence actually, which Marquand doesn't have. The whole thing with my what was it? Um, your death is inevitable, kind of thing, is how he does that weird lilt. It's hard to do. I've seen the movie enough times where, yeah, I know. Philip says, other than that, there was a flawless show, good fights, art grew on me. I have to admit, I wasn't too jazzed about the animation style to begin with, and then as it went along, I was like, okay, I can hang with this. This isn't bad, and yeah, it got better and better. Raymond says, I just don't know how they can have multiple infinity gems working in different. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, Raymond. I wanted to address that too. Um, Considering we already established in Loki that the stones or infinity gems, however you want to call them, only work for a certain universe. And they even redid this in this one where Gamora has the infinity gem crusher, and it doesn't work because that crusher is only built for the stones in her universe, not the ones that Infinity Ultron had. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then him going from universe to universe, he shouldn't be able to use the stones in other universes. So what gives? Something's not right there. Something is wacky. And maybe it's something that they're going to tap into later on, and we're going to find out later on why that is. Who knows? It's Marvel. There's always it's like the whole thing. Like, how did Thanos get the Soul Stone if Gamora was still alive? Huh? Because Gamora needed to die in order to get the Soul Stone, and he didn't find that out until later on. And da 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 da. So yeah, so he didn't have all the stones by the time he was, going. When he was going for the final stone for the Mind Stone, he had already killed Gamora. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you can nitpick this thing to death. A lot of people have already. I say just kind of roll with it a little bit. If there's some glaring errors like that, like the Infinity Gem one, sure, they're going to iron it out at some point in time. In Marvel Comics, they used to have what was called the No Prize, and the No Prize was for people who wrote in talking about continuity errors, and they're like, "Well, you did this in issue number 555 of Daredevil, and Daredevil was wearing a pink visor, not the red visor, and it was because of this and this." And then what the editors do when they in the mailbag is they were like, "You know what?" And they explain it away in some bullshit kind of way, and then they go, "You win a No Prize." Which was no prize. You got nothing and liked it. So the fact that you got published in a magazine, that your letter got published for the nitpicky bullshit that you just put out, that was, thanks enough. Philip says, show had an interesting moral question. What the question? What if the Watcher broke his oath? Answer: save the multiverse. So keeping promises equals stupid. Yeah, if you're just gonna sit by and have everything destroyed around you, then what good is that oath at that point? That's right, Philip. It's if your oath is basically to sit around and watch everything around you die, including possibly you at that point. Because I mean, that's pretty much what Ultron was doing, is he was destroying every living thing, then yeah, that oath is kind of stupid then. I mean, why have the oath then? I mean, because there's going to be nothing left to watch. And I did like his message though too, of that the worlds were his because he was watching them, and so it was his duty to protect them. So that was kind of a nice way around the oath, and an end run, if you will, around the oath too. So, all right. Well, I don't want to go longer than the episode, honestly. Um, what else do I have going on this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be the ever excellent Doom Patrol. That's right. Doom Patrol is on tomorrow. Friday, I'm off. Saturday is Saturday Morning Blast Off, where we take the genre news of the weekend and the genre stuff you guys want to talk about. We talk about it. Sunday, we're going to play it by ear. If there's going to be a spoiler alert or not, I'm getting my third dose of the vaccine. So we'll see what happens. I'm getting it in the afternoon and we'll see what happens there. Brains. Exactly. It might happen if that. Monday, of course, will be Why the Last Man. Tuesday might be the return of. Actually, Tuesday will be the return of. Is It Worth My Time? And I believe that is supposed to be Dune, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember offhand, but we'll take a look and see what's happening. And of course, Wednesday we'll see what happens with Wednesdays now, since there's nothing there. I've got it written down in my book, but my book's over that way, so I can tell you. Yeah, you need to take a look at the schedule. The schedule. Wait, we need 3, is what Raymond says. I work in where there's a lot of people coming through. So there's a high risk in my profession. And so, because I have public and all that kind of stuff coming through, as well as a lot of people. So I get a third dose, is what I get. Yeah, I'm in that group, that risk group. So, and then also they gave me the jankiest fucking card ever. They didn't give me one of the real cards, my county that I went through. They actually photocopied it onto a card stock. So I'm not going to show it to you because honestly, this is video and people will copy shit. Um, so it's all like fucking haphazard on this big piece of card stock, and those things aren't valid. So when I go and get this again from the county, the third one, they're going to give me my real card with all 3 shots on there. If I wake up in time to review it, Dune, yeah, I mean, Dune might need to be watched in like about 4 or 5 different segments. You know, mainlining caffeine. Maybe I can, hook it straight into the carotid artery right there. Just get an IV of, triple shot espresso or something like that. And maybe that's what, maybe I just need to, do a coffee infusion instead of blood, just transfuse coffee in there to make me stay awake. Is Dennis Villeneuve, after all. I know everyone goes, oh my God, he's the best director. He's really not. He's really not. Yeah. You looking forward to Dune, Pen? Yeah. My expectations are set fairly low. So we'll see. Maybe they're going to be set so low that I might like it. Who knows? We'll find out. I'm fairly sure it's not going to happen, but still, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, man. So thank you to everybody who joined me today in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well down there. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, hit that bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it every week. Also, all the links to my social media and Twitter, and my pages are up there as well. Excuse me. Philip says, "Are you getting any more what if figures?" You mean like that one right there? That is post-apocalyptic Black Widow in the box up there, the what if box that I've been using as my little promo thing. I have the collector, the collector that we saw earlier on in the season. He's in there. I have Infinite Ultron on order. That's not coming out until January, I believe, of next year, January or February, somewhere around there. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. But other than that, no, I'm not getting anything else. Um, Unless they send me so I'm a subscriber to the Collector's Core, here. It's Marvel's, Funko box, if you were, or Funko's Marvel box, but I'm not getting paid for any of this, so I'm not plugging it or anything like that. It's through Amazon, and I get sent, every other month a box, for I think it's like 35 bucks, and you get different stuff in there. You usually get 2 pops, and then you get a pin, you get a sticker, like an enamel pin, a sticker, and then what else? Sometimes you get a T-shirt. Sometimes you get oh, I'm trying to think what else you get in there. Sometimes, I mean, I've gotten scarves. I've gotten all kinds of weird shit, and pencil toppers, stress relievers, all those kind of things. And it's kind of a fun thing. And they always have it themed to something. So this one was what if. The next one was delayed, actually. I think that's coming next week, I want to say, somewhere around there. And I can't remember. Oh, it's Deadpool's chimichanga truck is what that one is the next one. So that's what the next one that's coming in for me. I have more Deadpool shirts than I realized. I mean, I literally have, I think, 7 Deadpool shirts now. They just sent me another one, the Marvel. It's either 7 or 8, somewhere around there, which I didn't realize I was getting that many Deadpool shirts, but hey, what do you know? Philip Ademic says, "Is there a what if figure you want them to make?" Um, hmm. Off of the series, or do you mean off of just they already made the zombie Natasha. I know that, or not zombie Wanda. Um, I can't really think. And then I know they've done Captain Carter. They've done Star Lord, T'Challa. Um, you know, um, Not really. There's really nothing, and they've also done Doctor Strange Supreme as well. I think actually the Watcher, like the giant Watcher, that's what I would like. I don't know if they have that or not. I think they might, but you know, that would be kind of a fun one to have, like about as big as Galactus, or maybe half the size of Galactus, somewhere around there. Yeah, probably around the size of like King Shark, because I mean, King Shark is actually about the right size of a giant Uatu. You know, I think that would be a good one. Raymond says, "Well, Ryan Reynolds knows how to market, so I'm not surprised." No, it's not that, Raymond. These are all Marvel shirts. It's nothing with Ryan Reynolds, and I had. Let's see. I've got 3 versions of the same. So when I was getting these boxes, I started from the beginning, and then I stopped for a little while, and I got back on the train again. Because Daddy needs his fix. Um, I got 2 of the Deadpool boxes because I won one of them, and so they had 2 different shirts. One was a Chase variant shirt, and so I got both of them actually, which was kinda cool. And then, I think I had bought a Deadpool shirt before that, which was an interesting shirt. I liked it, so I bought that one, so that's 3. I got, for Deadpool's, birthday, I got another one. They had a Christmas one that they sent me through the Marvel T-shirt one. The Chimichanga one they just sent me as well. That's 6. And then I want to say there's a 7th one that I have as well. So yeah, there is no, that's it. It's just the 6. That's right. They do have a zombie cap, Philip. Actually, they're doing a 6-inch figure of the zombie cap. That is Marvel Legends is doing that one. So Hasbro. That's what I call them, is Hasbro, because they blow. They really do. If you ever try to order their shit during Comic-Con, it's the worst ordering experience and the worst lines you could ever imagine. Everyone who ever has gone to Comic-Con to try and get a Hasbro figure, um, just laments ever trying to do that because it's the worst experience ever. You might as well just pay the tickets, pay the scalper prices. That's it, because they're the ones that usually buy up all the stock. That is actually a Hasbro figure right there. That was a Comic Con exclusive. It was on one gigantic blister card, which I've got, the box and everything that comes with it. And that was 3 tries to get him. That's when I said that's enough. I'm not doing Hasbro ever again. Yeah. Raymond says I want Paul Rudd's head in a jar, and I'm not talking about the show. Paul Rudd might have something to say about that. Sorry, I had a little bit of a gnat going on there, and not Natasha. It was just a gnat, GNAT. So, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Doom Patrol, brand new episode of Doom Patrol. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you might get a shitload of Marvel zombies dumped on you from a really pissed off Doctor Strange Supreme, because, he's that way. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, get those vaccine shots, wear those masks, and stay safe out there, for one. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care.